watching the TV. It wasn't great, but at the time, nobody had ever seen 1,000 points in a day. It just didn't make sense. Yeah.
But what are the lasting effects to something like a flash crash, or are they? Is it just something that goes away?
Well, I think the first part of at least is psychological, right? So nobody ever wants to have that feeling of watching their account value go down so fast, wondering if it's going to come back. In that particular situation, it was blamed on the automatic trades that are made, right? So we've gotten to a point when it comes to investing in stock markets where it's almost like we don't trust the traders, and we don't trust the algorithms, and we don't trust markets. And so what can happen is, because you can do trades electronically, Chris, and most of our clients probably have not been to the New York Stock Exchange to actually be on the floor and take a look around. But I got news for them. It is not like it used to be. I mean, you couldn't have a ticker tape parade anymore because there's no such thing as a ticker tape.
Oh, that's so weird. That's a fun expression.
Yeah. Well, they don't do ticker tapes. I mean, there's a ticker on TV. You can see it at the bottom. But it's not the ticker like it used to be. In the ticker tapes, it was a paper tape, and you watched it come through. And again, that's forever ago. And then trading, you had trading pits. And if you're with the New York Stock Exchange or the Mercantile Exchange or the Chicago Board of Trade, you'd have traders all running around the jackets, and to place a trade, you ran into the pit and you found a buyer. That's all it's computers now. It's electronic. So if you were to go to the New York Stock Exchange right now, and I mean, pre-COVID, I guess I was up there maybe like once a year and go down and kind of walk the floors. It's all computers and screens, and there's some traders kind of running the screens. But what's happened is you can get a flash crash because the human element is gone. Right? There's nobody standing there to go, oh, whoa, wait a minute. And so once stocks reach a certain level, if somebody has shorted those positions, the automatic trades kick in, and then it's just this like domino effect, and it goes down and then and then. So that really, really freaks people out. But here's the thing: markets tend to fix themselves. And even if you get a flash crash kind of a scenario, and even if the algorithms kick in or the market gets way oversold, what would typically happen, not all the time, is then the buyers would come back into the market and it would come back up. So long story short, if you had a big flash crash, you probably shouldn't sell or panic because it's probably going to go back up. Now, how does it affect clients? Mostly just psyche and mentally, and I'm worried about volatility and what should I be doing with my accounts. I think this just plays into, you really need to understand flash crash or not a flash crash. Chris and I believe that we're already within a recession. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty conservative because our clients are conservative. It's my job.
You're also a really positive guy, so
yeah, I'm pretty positive.
Looking at the facts and figures, if that has you thinking that perspective.
Well, we got through the first quarter, and then everybody acts like they're all surprised that the GDP was down. Well, I just fundamentally, I don't know why that was a surprise. So then they're going, well, we're probably in a recession in 2023. I mean, do you really think that we're not going to get a negative second quarter in GDP? Kristen, I don't know how we don't. I hope we don't, but I don't know how we don't. Well, technically, first quarter, slowdown in GDP. Second quarter, slowdown in GDP. Technically, that's a recession. I don't want to be sitting there, invested in markets doing well, when the psyche, going back to flash crashes and everything, when people are going, holy cow, we're in a recession, I better sell. I'd rather be on the sidelines or in something that's going to do well. If markets go down, alternative investments. I'd want to know what my options are when it comes to that point. I don't want to wait to that point. I want to know what my options are before then. And I would want a strategy. And so literally right now, anybody who gives us a call, they're going to sit down with us. We're going to do an analysis of their current portfolio, their models, their 401k, everything that they're in. We're going to do a probability study on what's likely to happen moving forward. And then we're going to look at all of the options that are available. My job is to take risk off the table and help people make money. You got to look at all the options to be able to do that, because I don't think traditional investments right now are likely to do good for a lot of reasons, but just the few we've talked about now. So give us a call. We'll be happy to see what we can do to help you out.
Call now listening in and around Jacksonville. 904-515-5000. 904-515-5000. make sure that you understand what's happening with your money. And no, you don't have to know detailed things about how to define a flash crash and things like that, but you do need someone on your side that can be watching out for issues like that for you and your family when it comes to your income and spending in retirement, and putting together a complete financial plan that makes sense for you and your family. Find out more anytime by visiting guardingyournestegg.com. Well, it is finally here.
Cheers!
Retirement!
Oh, I thought it was New Year's.
Yeah, I know. It kind of sounded like I was really excited. But we're talking about retirement. Only you are not the one retiring. It's your financial advisor. Yes, this is real life. They're people and retire too. A person you've worked with for years decides to move on. I would imagine for anyone in that situation that your advisor retiring before you do can be unsettling. Mike, as we wrap up today's show, what's your advice for a retirement saver that finds themselves in this situation?
Interesting question, Chris. And I had this conversation with a colleague, and he owns one of the largest financial firms in the country. And that's one of his biggest issues. And so he's working with a lot of advisors around the country. And one of the biggest issues is the percentage of advisors that are of retirement age. It's very, very high. And then these advisors don't necessarily have a plan in place. We call it a succession plan to then pass their business on. Maybe they thought that their daughter or their son would grow up and take it over, then that didn't work out. Maybe they thought eventually they'd find a sort of a junior advisor to take it over. So one of the biggest issues going on right now. So from now, what we know, and we see this every week, is getting calls from people that have either retired from one state to another, and they wind up calling us because they've heard us on the radio program, and maybe they just left their advisor or their advisor's retiring. Kristen, it's a concern. I mean, people's advisors, they may have hired them in their 30s, and the advisors are 30-something years old, and now they're making the transition at the same time. So I'm not going to go out there and say, hey, listen, we're the right fit for everyone, but if you're in a situation where whether you're not super confident in your current advisor's advice, maybe they haven't performed up to your expectations when it comes to markets, maybe your advisor's looking at retiring, maybe you've moved into an area where we have offices and you're looking for a local advisor, please feel free to reach out. It's just as laid back as Chris and I here talking on the radio. We're just going to have a conversation with you personally about your situation, your portfolio, what you're looking to accomplish. We'll provide you with a complete financial plan and analysis complimentary. If you decide we can provide value, you might want to hire us, but if not, that's okay too.
904-515-5000. 904-515-5000. Team members, including Steve, Mike, and others from Talon Wealth, will stand by to take your call off the air for the next few minutes and can set up that complete financial plan. It's a $1,500 value at no charge for you and your family listening across the Jacksonville area. 904-515-5000. 904-515-5000. Connect to us anytime by visiting guardingyournestegg.com. From the Talon Wealth Studios, my name is Kristen Charles. Thank you so much for making Guarding Your Nest Egg a part of your weekend.
And I'm Mike Lester. Thanks for all the calls during the program. I know we missed a few. We'll be giving you a call back after the show.
You really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night.
Mike Lester is an investment advisor representative of Talon Private Wealth, LLC, a SEC-registered investment advisor. Talon Private Wealth and this radio station are not affiliated. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendation to buy or sell any financial vehicle. This information should not be considered tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with professionals specializing in the fields of tax, legal, accounting for investments regarding the applicability of this information for their situation. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments in securities through advisory services will fluctuate and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested.
Wlkv-FM Atlantic Beach, broadcasting from the Talon Wealth Management Studio. Listen everywhere in the Wlkv app, 104.5 Wlkv, a Cox Media Group station.
Juice, Mom. Juice. Mommy, why are we going to the store? Mom, I want juice. Mom. Juice. Mommy. Juice.
Yo, Your child will have different needs at different stages of life, and that includes the car seat. That's right, the car seat. A car seat isn't one size fits all. You have to have the right seat based on your child's age, weight, and height. See, car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. But there's a website that gives you all the information you need. safercar.gov/the right seat. You'll find out about types of seats, when to have a seat rear-facing, when to switch it to forward-facing, when it's time for a booster seat, and when it's time for your child to ride in the back seat with a seatbelt. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. Go to safercar.gov/the right seat. That's
Judge, Fox News. A message from Milwaukee Mayor Kevin Johnson to anyone who might be considering more violence after 20 people were injured in the downtown area of the city last night in 2 separate shootings.
What happened here in this neighborhood last night, it will not be tolerated. We will not tolerate these sort of actions in Milwaukee. It is unsafe. It's inherently unsafe. We've consulted with legal authorities about options that are before us, and there will be restrictions and limitations in place.
They're issuing a limited emergency curfew for that area for people under 21. None of the injuries from last night is believed to be life-threatening. A group of Republican lawmakers visit Kyiv as Ukraine beats back Russian forces in the eastern part of the country. Fox's Greg Pelcott is in Kyiv.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, along with Republican Senators Barroso, Cornyn, and Collins, meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky in an unannounced stop here in Kyiv. Following the recent visit of House Speaker Pelosi and Democratic Congresspeople, Zelensky praised online the bipartisan support for Ukraine. The war rages on. Multiple sources are now saying Ukraine is essentially pushing back Russian forces from the country's second biggest city of Kharkiv. That is considered a major military victory.
But Russia continues to hammer numerous other areas to the east and south of the country. Thousands taking part in protests across the nation today against the possibility the Supreme Court will soon strike down the constitutional right to abortion. Cries of "my body, my choice" ringing out. At the nation's capital, protesters gathered at the Washington Monument before marching to the Supreme Court, which is now surrounded by 2 layers of security fences. America is listening to Fox News.
We assess President Putin is preparing for prolonged conflict.
He's blocking the shipment of food from Ukraine. This could result in a hunger crisis.
Ukrainian troops liberating more than 30 villages around Kharkiv.
More resources are needed to provide military assistance.
The A's are 368, the Nays are 57.
For up-to-the-minute coverage of what's happening, keep it here. 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's news and talk.
You'll never paint your house again. Call the coating man.
Stop being misled by a hokey rhino claiming never to paint again. They don't warranty against fading. Call the Coating Man, the only company with a true never paint your house again warranty, guaranteeing against fading, chipping, cracking, and peeling for as long as you own your home. Call today for a free estimate. 888-COAT-USA.
Call the coating man.
Jacksonville, if you're a real estate fan, then tune in every Saturday at 7 a.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. for Real Estate All-Stars. Each week, you'll hear from the best of the best agents in the Jacksonville area. Should you sell, buy, or stay? Get all of the info only on Real Estate All-Stars.
Accepting the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate shortened my to-do list.
Hi, this is Mark Spain. Thousands of homeowners are selling their home with our guaranteed offer to make maximum profit and skip the stress of selling their home. Go to markspain.com to receive a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Certain restrictions apply.
I'm John Morgan at Morgan & Morgan. 40% of Americans don't have $400 saved in case of an emergency. People are working harder and harder and falling further and further behind. That's why our fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case. When you're injured in an accident or hurt on the job, choosing a lawyer will be the most important decision you'll have to make. Injured? Call Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com or an office near you.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end. The homemade taste of bluebell, and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being
takes milk chocolate ice cream and loads it with chocolate-coated peanut butter cups and peanut butter cookie dough pieces. You get chocolate peanut butter overload. Better by a country smile.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at all Winn-Dixie supermarkets and all Harvey's supermarkets.
Celebrate our Memorial Day sales event with the car, truck, or SUV you'll love driving from Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Bay Meadows. Choose from the best selection of brand new Ram trucks, Jeeps, Chargers, Challengers, and minivans. We can also custom factory order your ideal vehicle. See our inventory at jancjdr.com. For the very best in sales and service, it's Jacksonville Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, I-295 in Bay Meadows.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure, and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTR-CM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit attrcmfacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
It's an 8 on the WLKV weather meter for your Saturday. Partly sunny and warm with isolated afternoon storms. High to 85 in Jacksonville. We go partly cloudy tonight, low 65. And then partly sunny on Sunday with a few afternoon storms. Looks a little bit wetter. Highs up near 90 degrees. Stays partly sunny, hot, and humid on Monday with isolated afternoon storms. Highs up to 90 degrees. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sima for 104.5 WOKV.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of 104.5 WOKV or Cox Media Group.
Welcome to the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk.
Helping to make our community a better place. This is the WOKV Ask the Experts Weekend, discussing things that matter most to you. Have a question? Have it answered by our local experts. Call 1-833-HOME-SHOW. That's 1-833-466-3746. Now, the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome. You're listening to the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk. Feel free to give us a call today. 855-765-1045 is our live studio number. I'm Wlkv, and I'm joined today by your host, Bill. Take it away, Bill.
Hey, Wlkv, thank you, and thank you, Jacksonville, for listening. We are having a wonderful day. We joked and said it's a Bluebell day out because that Bluebell commercial came on. You know what? It's always wonderful when you can sit back and enjoy it.
You didn't bring it today?
I didn't bring any today. It's, you know, it's definitely fun, though.
If there's a day for it, today is the day
to kick back with some. But, you know, in studio today, we've got with us live Jocko from the Coding Man. Say hey, Jocko.
Hey, everyone. Glad to be back with you.
And, of course, Gary with Studio Podcast Suite.
Hey, everyone. Good to be here.
Yeah, and, you know, we are, it rained yesterday, so, you know, it's really...
It didn't rain in my house.
It
didn't rain here?
It really?
No, not here at all.
Wow, it rained about everywhere else around, even in front of me yesterday.
Crazy.
And, you know, so that's what's weird about Jacksonville. You know, it could rain
Across
on
the
one
street.
side of the street, exactly, and not on the other side. And so really, you know, from a homeowner's perspective, though, you know, it is hurricane season. And so, you know, having weird weather and having a lot of different things pop up is something that, you know, we all have to get used to and sort of prepare for as we travel out from, you know, start your day. Today, though, just like, you know, most days, it's sunny out, but, you know, it does have some patchy rain, and, you know, from a homeowner's perspective, those things can get a little bit tricky because it can cause damage to the house.
Yeah.
Moisture and things like that just aren't great for you know, any substrate. It's the sun, the wind, the rain. It's Mother Nature that really affects what we live in.
Yeah, right now the humidity is starting to kick up again. You know, we're back into that. It was getting so beautiful, that 70s, mid-70s low humidity, and now even this morning I noticed that the humidity was kicked up a notch. And next week, back to what they say, low to mid-90s next week.
I love the heat. I love the heat, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad about that because it's beach weather. weather, it's lake weather, it's river weather, it's whatever kind of body of water. It's hosed in the garden outside in the back. You can't get nowhere else. But it's, Florida. And with Florida, with that heat, with that extreme difference comes what? Thermal activity.
Right.
And that thermal activity of your house creates a lot of problems. And so if you have a stucco house specifically, or a hardy house, most people that are listening, you've heard the term nail pops in your roof, because there's a lot of roofers out there that come around and knock, hey man, your nails popped up there, could be some damages. Well, the house itself, is reacting to that thermal activity. That's why if you have hardy board, you have nail pops popping on the side of the house. You have to go around and get that fixed.
The expansion and contraction, the heat, cold of the day, and the heat of the night, the heat of the day and the cold of the night, expansion and contraction creates that stucco to crack, that hardy board to start to split and move around and whatnot.
Absolutely right. And there is fixes for that, but it's a matter of reducing the temperature of the house, and we'll get to that in a couple minutes. But the damage that water can do to the house, I was at a house earlier, and what the issue that they had was they had a lot of really nice bushes there.
Really?
A lot of nice bushes, but the bushes were covering up the wall to where the sun couldn't get to the wall. And so, the moisture.
I have a neighbor just like this. I can see it. It's growing up. Actually, it's creeping up the house now because it's almost like a different color of the house.
Exactly. It works its way up the wall, and it starts at the bottom of the house. And unfortunately, what people don't realize, because one is they don't walk around the house, they don't look behind the bushes too often. Because what is behind those bushes? It's spiders and snakes, right? It's some creepy stuff that no one really wants to get involved with. But you have to, if you got bushes and you have windows, and you have to go in there and check the caulking on the windows to make sure that it's not exposing your house, to moisture and more water.
And you want to trim those bushes back so they're not touching the house. Anything that's touching the house, you want to get that taken care of. Otherwise, it's just drawing moisture right into it.
I tell people to get rid of the bushes personally. I mean, hey, deal with your HOA and whatnot, but get those big bushes off the house and away from it. So, because especially with stucco or a wood house, where the house has to have some sort of heat to get the moisture back out of it.
Well, it's interesting. You guys always talk about going and walking around the house, and this is one of the best times of the year to do it. But it's interesting. I haven't washed my windows this past week, so I'm out there, and that makes you go around your entire house. And one of the things that you guys popped up in my head, because I'm noticing some of the caulking cracking around the windows, and it's because and I did it about 2 years ago. But again, now I'm gonna have to go out there and scrape it all off and re-caulk those windows and make sure everything's sealed up nice, because the last thing we want is water getting between there.
Absolutely. And where did you buy that caulking when you went and did it?
I haven't purchased it yet.
You didn't know, but 2 years ago.
I think it was at one of the big box stores.
Big box stores.
Yeah, it was a silicone tank. Obviously, it's 10 years.
Yeah, it really needs two.
Well, yeah.
And so that's what the point I was going to make is when you go to redo it, get the very best material that you can afford.
Right.
And you can't afford not to get the very best. And that's my point. I don't even know why they sell anything but the very best, other than, these stores have to give people an option so they can have different price ranges. But, get the very best that you can put in there so it doesn't split again in 2 years. Something that'll last you 10 or 15 years, 20 years, a 65-year sealant.
Well, think about it. My time's worth a lot of, if I'm in it anyways, my time's very valuable. So if I can find a better product, it costs me $2 more up to it, but who cares?
That's right. Exactly. And even if it's $5 a tube, you're only going to use a few tubes. So, what I mean? It's less than $50 for you to go around the whole house and do it 100% the right way.
Correct.
And for that, you save yourself a lot of repairs down the road, because most of the damage that people call me about is because of lack of maintenance.
Right.
And they want to say, will my insurance cover this? And I'm not going to tell you whether your insurance will cover it or not.
Right.
That's something the insurance company has to tell you. But what I will say is, most times that's a maintenance item. And, if you don't take care of those maintenance items, the insurance company will tell you they don't have, any way to help you out.
And that's, interesting. And I know we've got a caulk here, but, the caulking is an interesting thing, because it's such a small thing to do, but it actually can be a big saver for the overall house. It will save you time.
100%.
And money.
Yeah, 100%, because that water runs down the wall and it gets in those cracks, and, especially around the windows, but, cracks all over the house.
Especially stucco.
Yeah, but you don't want to put the culprit in the stucco like Rory said.
You don't want to call on the stucco. You don't call us for that. But, a lot of places around the corner boards, around the windows, around, different things, they need to be caulked up because that water gets in there and it's going to find the path of least resistance, And then on its way down, it's going to wreak havoc. It's going to cause wood rot, mold, mildew.
Well, I always say be careful, you guys talk about, we're going to go, sounds like we're going to a break. I'll let you go.
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, guys, if you have anything that you need painted, give our guys at the Coating Man a call. Interior, exterior, whatever it is, garage floors, give these guys a call at 888-COAT-USA. You can also see them at their showroom at 2000 Wells Road, right there in Orange Park and Glen Boulevard. Or you can reach them on the web at
thecoatingman.com.
There you go. Take it away, Shafalka.
Thanks, Bill. You're listening to the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk. Give us a call at 855-765-1045. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Listen to WOKV anytime, anywhere, on any device, whether you're at home or on the go. Get news, weather, traffic, and the most entertaining talk on Odyssey.com. That's AUDACY.com or the free 104.5 WOKV app.
You'll never paint your house again. Call the Coating Man.
Stop being misled by a hokey rhino making ridiculous claims of 97% reflectivity, yet offer no real proof. Call the Coating Man, the only company to offer the cool wall system and a real Department of Energy study showing actual energy cost savings of up to 21.9%. Call today for a free estimate, 888-COAT-USA.
Call the Coating Man.
Men, did you know that over half of all males suffer from ED or PE?
Ladies, your man should talk to the specialists at Prime Men's Medical Center.
If Viagra, Cialis, or Levitra have let you down,
Men are now lasting 30, 60, 90 minutes or longer, and it's affordable.
for a private consultation at Prime Men's Medical Center, call 904-664-8220.
See results on your first visit, guaranteed, or pay nothing.
Call 904-664-8220.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with internet and advanced security for $60 a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement. And now with more speed to help keep all your connected devices running. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 6/21/22. Requires eco-bill and auto pay. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet and Comcast Business Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award.
Thinking about selling your home before school gets out? Now's the time. Hi everybody, Brian Kilmeade here. With Mark Spain Real Estate Guaranteed Offer, you can sell your home stress-free, receive the strongest cash offer in the industry. Don't worry about fixing that torn screen, the patio door, or repairing the bathroom. Get a guaranteed offer on your home today and skip the hassle of preparing your home to sell. It's easy to get started. Go to markspain.com, fill out a quick form, and get your home cash offer today. No obligation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Here's what one of their clients named Krista had to say. Our house needed a ton of work and we felt overwhelmed. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, we sold our house for more than we expected and we didn't have to do a single repair. The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate allows you to make the most money and skip all the hassle, just like Krista did. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
Partly sunny and warm on this Saturday with isolated afternoon storms. Temperatures make it into the middle 80s, and that is an 8 on the WOKV weather meter. We stay partly cloudy tonight, low 65, and then partly sunny with a few afternoon storms Sunday, high 89. Sunday looks a little wetter than Saturday. But Monday and Tuesday, we stay partly sunny, hot, and humid with isolated storms each day and temps near 90 degrees. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sema for 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk. Give us a call at 855-765-1045. Back to you, Bill.
Hey, thank you, Shavak, and thank you, Jacksonville, for listening and joining us today on this beautiful Saturday. We are talking about stucco and some issues that you may be having with your house and some important factors of really why to keep the maintenance up on it.
Right.
When we went to break, we were just talking about caulking the windows and what kind of caulk to use. And really, we were talking about, you had mentioned, and Jocko said, you call us to do it. Well, the thing is with stucco specifically, you don't put caulk in those cracks. You may go online and you'll see some YouTube videos of some handymen out there, and people only know what they know, and they don't know what they don't know. And so, as professionals, caulking cracks for stucco houses is a no-go, because it leaves all those lines that are, well, look at it. Jocko, you explain it best. Flat surface.
Well, it looks like a snail has been drawn across the wall. It's the best way, easiest way to explain it. And what that translates to is it's a textured surface. You have a textured stucco wall with a smooth line basically rubbed through it to fill that crack with that caulk. And that's the biggest no-no. Like, no matter what you do, you can manipulate it, smooth it out, so we're going to smooth it out all the edges, but you're still going to see it because it's smooth. But we have, at the coating man, we have textured patching compounds that are flexible. They go on by hand. We work it in there by hand. We smooth out all the edges. You don't see it because it's textured, and that's the best thing on the market.
We're not supposed to use that stuff with that commercial Black Sea stuff.
Exactly.
I don't want to think Black Sea. You should put that on my house.
Exactly.
My boss thought they're good for everything. Really?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know what? The reality is there's a lot of technology out there. And the newer technology, the companies like the coating man, you guys have continuing education for all your staff and your workers and things like that. And because of that, they're up to date on the latest technology. When people are just looking at YouTube, a lot of painters and handymen, let's face it, that wasn't their first career choice. They got fired, they lost their job, they quit their job, something happened, and they had to go back to basics. And one of the, and I'm not gonna say that it's one of the easiest jobs, because painting isn't easy, but there's a difference between professionals and a handyman doing a job. And that's really the bottom line. And, when you're dealing with your most valuable asset, one of your biggest investments, your home, you really want someone professional working on it.
Well, it's interesting just reading an article while we were breaking. It's talking about the DIY generation, and they even say, just know your limitations of what you can and can't do, and bring in professionals.
I always say that.
Depending on you're doing exterior work, interior work, where you do, whatever that is. And it even says you got to know your limitations. And trust me, I can tell you, I know what mine are.
Yeah, well, and then it's knowing who to call.
Right, and that's the challenge.
And then having a network. Because I always say your net worth is your network. If you have a good network of people, of friends, of people you can call, or, a resource, somebody to call, like Jocko, then, you've got really some value there.
Well, Gary, you said it best a few weeks ago, which was, up north, everybody says, hey, I'm a guy for that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's right. I'm a guy for that. And that's basically what we are for a lot of people. Is, hey, we need some repairs. We need stucco cracks, wood rot. We need vinyl damage, hardy damage. Hey, call the coating man. We're the guys for that. You know what I'm saying?
That's great.
Absolutely right. Well, it is a big thing for homeowners that don't know what to do. A lot of people get scammed.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of scams out there. We read about it all the time. A lot of issues, a lot of even, contractors that just don't do the right thing sometimes. And, it can be a problem because the recourse is very hard. You can't really get your money back. When you have to spend it twice to do the same job, it's very,
That's the most expensive job there is. When you have to do it twice.
Well, again, this week alone in our little neighborhood, which is supposed to be a non-solicitation neighborhood, guys dropped cards and they stuck them in my door. 2 different people this week.
What kind of cards?
They were, business cards for a multi-handyman that does multiple work, and one guy who was, I think he does drywall and interior work. So it was interesting. It was all both in the same day. 2 different guys came and stuck them in the door and left.
Wow.
I saw them on my ring.
Yeah. Well, here's another interesting thing. I had a guy call me earlier in the week and asked me to help investigate a handyman or a contractor. I'll call him a handyman because he wasn't a contractor. To do some work for him. Anyway, bottom line is the guy was actually out on probation right now, currently on felony probation for battery and like breaking, burglary,
property damage.
Yeah, because what had happened was he had done some work for someone and they weren't happy and there was some issues, altercation there, and he broke in and broke some stuff and all this other stuff. Well, you don't want that guy on your job site.
No.
He's already got some issues, and that wasn't his first time. He'd actually been in prison a few times. And so, if you don't know who's coming to your house, folks, you really want to make sure you do your due diligence. If you can't do it yourself, there are people out here that can help you do that due diligence for you, and make sure that you are keeping your home and your family safe.
Absolutely.
Well, like you said, we were moving into hurricane season and all the things that are going on. We were going back to talking about the stucco and hardy board and things of that nature to make sure that you're at least try to get it fixed ahead of time before the big rainy season comes.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that's what the number one thing is, and unfortunately, especially during hurricane season, we see it the most. What is it? It's price gougers. It's people that come into town from out of town, say, oh, I see you on hurricane damage, right? Let me come in and give you some help. But those are the people you want to be wary of.
Restoration companies.
Yeah, but it's best fly-by-night pop-up restoration companies. They like to travel to the Gulf to do, millions of dollars worth of repairs and then skip town and leave town to the next one. That's right. Very, very, you got to be skeptical of these guys because when something goes wrong, where are they going to be? How are you going to find them? And even like you said, especially we see it mostly with the handyman style, the local handyman, because what are they going to do? They could shut their phone off. There's no showroom. There's no office location you can come back to and say, hey, when you speak to your boss, there is none of that. They're a one-man show. They're working out the back of their truck, and they probably live in, some type of apartment.
Well, you're not going to get a hold of their mother or their father. Right. They're not going to make them earn the money back. You're not getting your money back, folks. If you make a bad decision like that, you don't get your money back. It's a gamble. And that's why I always recommend go with the professional company, somebody that you can trust, somebody that that really has got a way for you to have some accountability.
Yeah, and again, you guys always talk about it's interesting. Licensed and insured is very, very important, but make sure you're checking out that's a real license that somebody has too. Especially as handyman, I'm licensed. Just better make sure that
they just like the roof of the next door neighbor. He was licensed, but it wasn't his license.
Yeah, that's all that.
They had a card, business card they were giving out, but they had somebody else's license number. That's right. It was a roofer's license,
right?
But it wasn't their company. They were scamming, and it's just a lot of crazy stuff out there.
Well, I think right now with the pressure of trying to get things done and the delay to get things done because of the current economy, whether it be supplies, the supply chain, them not getting the supplies in. Guys, I was kind of telling you a couple of weeks ago. Here's a good example. I was thinking about relooking into a pool, right? And I actually have all my designs, everything. That same pool company that I used, that I got the quote before, I called them back. It's been almost 3 weeks now, and nobody's returned my call or done anything. And I've given them everything. They're saying we're so far behind. And again, I'm not upset about it, but that's how far behind. If you're in a rush to get something done, especially repair, you got to make sure that you're just not making that quick decision. You're doing some due diligence at least.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely. No, and it's challenging because even to get a quote back sometimes from a company, it's taken a little bit because the number of jobs coming in is a lot. And so, there is a delay in what's the challenges is from a consumer side. we don't understand that because we live in an instant gratification world. It's a text.
Like you said, you want to get it done and you're in a rush. You know, mom is coming to town. You want to get the house fixed up.
So you got money burning in your pocket. It's like, you know what? Once you made the decision to buy the car, I want to buy the car.
Yeah.
You don't want to wait 6 months to have to order it.
It's almost funny
like that.
We're talking about this now. We're almost creeping up on insurance. I was thinking, hey, if you want to get something done for the holidays, which is until 6 months, but you better start working on it now. No, I'm serious.
No, you should even buying holiday turkeys and things like that. You know, if you're going to order it from a company, you got to get it in the list. We're going into a break, so we'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. So stick in with us. We've got a couple more really cool, interesting things. The Jocko with the Cody Man. If you guys need anything painted, give these guys a call. You can reach them today at 888-COAT-USA. You can also find them on the web at thecodyman.com and at the showroom at 2000 Wells Road in Orange Park. If you want to reach us here at the show, you can be a part of the show today. You can call us here on air, and then you talk to us about what you have going on at your house. And you can reach us at 855-765-1045. And take it away, Shafaka.
Thanks, Bill. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Sound off on the news, traffic, or weather with Open Mic in the News 104.5 WOKV app. Sponsored by Madden Advisory Services, saluting all military and first responders.
Fox News, I'm Ann Carrick. Sky-high prices. Fox Business Network's Kelly O'Grady says the increase was higher than expected.
Shelter, new vehicles, airline tickets, 9.4%, the largest increase for food prices in over 40 years. Eggs up 22.6%, bacon up 17.7%, and coffee increasing 13.5%. On top of soaring prices at the grocery store, empty shelves.
Gas is up 44% since this time last year. Debate on the cause, massive government spending, or the Russian invasion and pandemic supply chain issues. Protests today, including in D.C., over concerns abortions could become illegal in the U.S.
If you make abortion illegal, if you take away our rights to make our personal decisions about our bodies, we will see you at the ballot box in November.
California Democratic Representative Barbara Lee. America's listening to Fox News.
You'll never paint your house again. Call the Cody Man.
Stop being misled by a hokey rhino claiming never to paint again. They don't warranty against fading. Call the Coating Man, the only company with a true never paint your house again warranty, guaranteeing against fading, chipping, cracking, and peeling for as long as you own your home. Call today for a free estimate. 888-COAT-USA.
Call the Cody Man.
Hey, it's Josh McCarthy from Chad and Sandy, the only real estate agents that I trust and recommend, and the only agents who can guarantee multiple offers in 72 hours at market value, or they'll sell it for free. Are you worried about leaving money on the table with rapidly changing home prices? Well, that's what happened to Shane and Lauren in Shell Bay. One is a local Jacksonville firefighter who wanted to move closer to family and live near the water. I mean, after all, this is Florida. They found the perfect house with a boat ramp right inside the community. Chad and Sandy made their dreams come true. They sold their Jacksonville home in just 3 days at 6% over list price. Heck, they even had enough money left over to buy a boat. Get maximum convenience and maximum sales price with no required cost of repairs. You can pick your own move date, stay in your home after the sale stress-free, and you can cancel at any time. So call Chad and Sandy today at 904-414-6200 or go to chadandsandy.com. That's Chad, A-N-D, Sandy.com.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for good vibes in the summertime fun. I've got great news to add to it. It's Rich Jones. Summer starts here at the Summer Starts Here event happening now at Arlington Toyota. What you can expect is hot savings on all new Toyotas. That includes financing as low as 1.9% on 10 new Toyota models. Plus, Arlington's got 500 new Toyotas available. So start your summer fun with hot savings today. Shop now in person at 10939 Atlantic Boulevard and arlingtontoyota.com/summer starts here.
Hey, it's Mark K from the Mark K Show. Man, life is expensive. It can sure add up fast. Things are costing more these days. Interest rates they're expected to rise multiple times later this year, which of course means debt is about to get more expensive and it's going to cost you more to carry that debt. So you've got to do what you can to get ahead. And if you're a homeowner, you should be considering a mortgage refinance right now. And if you're a homeowner, you should be considering
considering a mortgage refinance with my friends at American Financing. The impact it can make on your budget is substantial, and when you work with American Financing, you're going to get a free, no-pressure mortgage review so you can learn about custom loans that fit your life and your needs. From spending less on interest to shorter terms, even debt consolidation, they're currently saving customers up to $1,000 a month and helping many people skip 2 payments. Why not see what they can do for you as well? Call American Financing in Jacksonville at 904-559-8200. That's 904-559-8200, or visit AmericanFinancing.net. American Financing and MLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Now, the WLKV First Alert Forecast.
It's an 8 on the Wlkv weather meter for your Saturday. Partly sunny and warm with isolated afternoon storms. High up to 85 in Jacksonville. We go partly cloudy tonight, low 65. And then partly sunny on Sunday with a few afternoon storms. Looks a little bit wetter. Highs up near 90 degrees. It stays partly sunny, hot, and humid on Monday with isolated afternoon storms. Highs up to 90 degrees. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sima for 104.5 WLKV.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of 104.5 WLKV or Cox Media Group.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WLKV, Jacksonville's news and talk. Feel free to give us a call at 855-765-1045, or you can reach us online at homeshowjax.com. I'm Shafalika, and I'm with your host, Bill. Take it away, Bill.
Thank you, Shafalika, and thank you, Jacksonville, for listening in. We are live here in the studio, and you can thank Shafalika for that great music that brought us back. And we were talking about house and home maintenance, and really making sure that you are aware of really what's going on with your house. The house is a living, breathing creature.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, everything that's going on in that house.
Everything that's going on inside the house. And a lot of it's affected by thermal activity.
Yeah.
It's because that expansion, contraction, and everything, the humidity. I mean, the AC is working so much harder, to dehumidify the house, not just to keep it cool. And then, everything just compounds itself. And so there's a lot really going on in there.
Hey, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, with the pricing, the way it is the housing market, the way it is the economy, rent is on the rise, mortgages are on the rise. It's not getting any cheaper anytime soon. And, I know that a lot of people, they want to say, okay, well, money's getting tighter, we need to buckle down and eliminate some of these non-essential items. But the house, anything you have to do with the house, especially the exterior, it should be deemed essential, like an essential repair, because the longer you wait, the worse it's going to be. And as what do we know, the more it's going to cost down the road.
Absolutely. If you haven't painted in the last 7 years, you probably need to get an estimate and get that process started to start seeing what it's going to cost you to get it ready. Because if you haven't painted in 7 years, you need to...
When the stucco's going to start to crack a lot faster, you haven't noticed the cracks. And if you are starting to notice the cracks, they're going to start coming on a lot.
Take a picture now and see what it looks like in another 6 months.
Yeah, 6 months and be even worse, It gets exponentially worse. Wood rot, same thing. It just drinks it up like a straw.
Well, we were talking while we were breaking, we were talking about the house in general, and, the painting, which you guys do, Jocko, is the byproduct of everything you do pre-process, making sure the repairs, the base is done right, making sure that all those items that the repairs on the house are done correctly, because, I've seen it personally. People just paint over the stuff, and again, you're just coming up a major problem.
Preparation is the key to everything. It's just like any good chef will tell you preparation in the kitchen is most important. Any good surgeon is going to tell you preparation in the OR is essential and most important. And really it goes the same thing in home repair and construction. Preparation of the project is key. That's why with Jocko, you guys are one company, one called Affordable Solutions for all. You guys do all those repairs. And, it is you're right, Gary. The paint part of it is the end result. The beauty, the beautifies the last thing. It's like a lady that does nails or eyelashes or something like that. If the nails, if she doesn't get all the stuff off the nails, or all the old stuff, she's not going to put the new polish on. For all you ladies out there listening, to try to make this relate.
Right, or it's like a car. We all know that painting a car is a little more difficult than anybody. It may seem easy.
You can't just get a can out there.
It's not as easy as just getting a can and going and spraying it out. There's a lot that goes into it, sanding it, rust inhibiting, priming it, bondo in it, sanding it down, getting lines right, taping it.
Sounds like house painting too, Marco.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm getting to. There's a lot that goes into house painting too. A lot of people say, I painted the house 10 years ago, I'll do it again. But, it's really not that easy, That's probably why you're dealing with the wood rocks you have right now. Because
a lot of people don't prime their wood properly or use the right type of material. They'll use the wrong material in the wrong area. Metal should be primed the proper way with a proper primer. Wood, different. Vinyl, different. All these things.
It's interesting because my sister up in Raleigh, she just has to get her house painted. It's that time. We would always talk about get 3 quotes, and she actually did. She called me up. I said, look, make sure you get 3 quotes. But the interesting thing, when you look at the quote she sent it to me, there was and I'm not even exaggerating, there was about a $10,000 difference between, and she doesn't have a big house, really doesn't, between the one versus another. And I said, well, we got to start comparing apples to apples. And that was the challenge, because each one of the contractors who came in, this guy was going to do more than this. So the higher price one, it doesn't necessarily wasn't because it was higher price, but he was going, it looks like to me that this person, whoever he or she, was going to do a lot more, repair work. Hey, we need this to get done. We need to get this done. Now you can not do that, but that's going to open up some other kind of work. And he was told that. So she goes, what do you want to invest in? She didn't want to go to the high end, so she was trying to find that balance. But it was good that it was completely itemizing. She knew it, and there was obviously that little quote that, hey, look, if there's further damage that we can't see as we're doing this, we're going to have those conversations. But again, so if you get a quote for $6,000, but you get a quote for $20,000, is there going to be? You got to be
careful. This is a red flag. You need to be careful. Well, you do need to be careful, but you also need to be careful that you're getting, because here's what happens: is in the process of a home estimator coming out, they have a preconceived notion of what you can afford, Gary. They have no clue what you can afford, but they have a preconceived notion of what you can afford. And so they don't want to, sometimes they try to cover things up or take the shortcut way of making a repair instead of saying, hey, you know what, there's 2 ways we can do this. We can go back with T111, which is the wood, or we can go back with a hardy board. They may just go back with T111, which is going to be the same problem that the homeowner has. It's going to be a little cheaper. It's going to be a little cheaper. But the hardy board would be the right way to go back in today's technology, because hardy board's going to last them so much longer, right? And so, but that estimate may just say siding replacement. They didn't say what kind of siding, right? And so there's a lot of different things in there that the homeowner really needs to make sure things are apples to apples.
Yeah, and you're asking the right questions. So again, you've been getting the quote, you're getting whatever work you're doing in your home. Just be careful and make sure you're getting you're asking the right questions and you're going deeper than just, what's this? Well, you get a quote, you see about 20 pages, right there. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed based on the quote. But again, just make sure it's apples to apples.
Right. And that's why at the coding meeting we break everything down on our estimates. When we come out, we give you several different options as far as traditional paint, Sherwin-Williams, Benjamin Moore, PPG, Cobalt, Fade Shield, Shark Coatings, you name it. We have the world's best paint because it's the ingredients that go into it. But if we know that everybody deserves to have their project taken care of, but not everybody can afford the best. Everybody wants the best, but not everybody can afford it. So we give them the same quality project or the same quality craftsmanship with a different material that can make it more affordable for them.
Yeah, because preparation is the key. All the preparation is going to be the same.
That's what I was going to say, because on our preparation, we break down everything. How many windows, how many trim, if there's any wood replacement or any siding that needs repaired, how many pieces of siding we're replacing, and these things here, hey, what? Let me see if I can take care of that repair myself. I've done this before. Let me do these repairs myself, and we can make it more affordable. And that's the same with what you're talking about. We break everything down so it's transparent. You can see what you're getting for your money, not just one lump sum. Here's how much it is to paint.
Well, I think transparency is key, because the other real issue out there in painting specifically, when we're talking about that, is a lot of times people say, hey, we're going to use Sherwin-Williams, which is a big brand. Everybody knows it, right? Or I'm going to use Behr. another name that people use, right? But the problem is they don't say specifically with Sherman rims. They have an A100, which is a contractor grade. You know, that's what you'll get when you push towards a new construction grade, right? And it's a lot less expensive and it carries the Sherman-Williams name. But, you know, they have the Emerald, they have the Duration, they have the Lexon XP, they have Resilience, so they have all these different lines. And so a person can get tricked pretty quickly and get a material that's half the cost, but it's got the same name.
Right, exactly. That's what we see a lot of times is somebody says, oh, we're going to paint the house with Sherwin-Williams. And they say, okay, well, you know, y'all are going to use the same material. Why are you so much more? Well, it's about the work that goes into it and the quality of the product. He's not going to offer you the same product. It's not going to bring it's the feature of that paint.
Exactly, it's the feature of the paint because each paint has its own warranty. And we'll talk about warranty and paint in that when we come back as well from the break. If you need anything painted, interior or exterior, you give our guys at the Coating Man a call. You can call them at 888-COAT-USA. And
you can get them at thecoatingman.com.
There you go. Take it away, Shafanta.
Thanks, Bill. You're listening to the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk. We'd love to hear from you, so you can call in right now at 855-765-1045. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Get WOKV severe weather alerts on your Apple or Android device. Download the WOKV app, choose the weather alerts you want, and you'll be the first to know when severe weather is in the area. This is 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk.
You'll never paint your house again. Call the Coating Man.
Call the Coating Man, the only painting company using the world's best paint and most advanced protective coatings on the market. Protect your largest investment. Let us warranty your home's exterior coating against fading, chipping, cracking, and peeling for as long as you own your home. Call today for a free estimate, 888-COAT-USA.
Call the Coating Man.
Let's face it, real estate is broken. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been little to no innovation for the last 50 years, until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor brand, kind of like what Uber is for public transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home. Hauser can do that. Buyers searching for your dream home or need to make a cash offer to compete? Use Hauser's cash to win the deal. Yes, you heard me right. Backed by game-changing technology and the best reviews in the industry, Hauser is your go-to company for buying and selling homes. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Put hard-earned equity back in your pocket. Hauser.com.
Hello, I'm Chuck Farron. As a kid, I remember standing up in class and placing my hand on my heart and pledging allegiance to the flag. For me, that was almost as much fun as recess. The words of that short pledge meant so much to me because not everyone has what we all have here in this country, with liberty and justice for all. That's why my father came here, so that his kids could have what that pledge and our flag represents, liberty and justice for all. Those words are there to protect you, your children, and their children. That's what our team of attorneys, our investigators, experts, and every single person in our building fights for every day. Because when a corporation, a giant insurance company, or even your own employer, when they try to take away the promise our flag gives you, it's time to fight. Farah and Farah, protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I can give you a brand new kitchen in days, not weeks, not months. Hi, I'm Jeff Martin from Martin Appliance and Greystone Kitchens with my secret formula for your new kitchen. Quick and easy and economical. 90% of new cabinets today are painted. Modern colors, crisp and clean. 90% of new countertops are granite or quartz. Impeccably stylish, incredibly functional. Our secret?
we swap your counters and refinish your cabinets to the color of your choice at a fraction of the cost. None of the hassle, and done in days. Call Greystone Kitchens at 213-9100 for your secret solution. Come see us on Phillips Highway across from Regal Cinema. That's Greystone Kitchens and Martin Appliance. New kitchen, new appliances. And if you want new cabinets, I can do that too. I'm a licensed contractor, for crying out loud. Florida State License CGC 1526479.
What you see is what you get. Martin Alliance family.
Hey, it's Mark K from the Mark K Show for American Financing. Look, if you're looking to pay for a home improvement or fund a large expense, maybe your kid's going to college, maybe you're going to college, it may be worth looking at your house. It's true. Mortgage rates are still very competitive and home values are on the rise, and that makes it a great time for a cash-out refinance. And I know just the people to help you, American Financing, because their mortgage consultants are salary-based. That means there's no pressure. There's no upfront fees. There's no hidden fees. It's just a simple one-on-one conversation around custom loan options that may be a better fit for you. Plus, if you start soon, American Financing can help you skip up to 2 payments, and you may close in as little as 10 days, which means you're going to get that money, that cash-out refinance, a lot faster. Call them today in Jacksonville at 904-559-8200. That's 904-559-8200. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net. American Financing, NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
Now, the WLKV First Alert Forecast.
Partly sunny and warm on this Saturday with isolated afternoon storms. Temperatures make it into the middle 80s, and that is an 8 on the WLKV weather meter. We stay partly cloudy tonight, low 65, and then partly sunny with a few afternoon storms Sunday, high 89. Sunday looks a little better than Saturday. But Monday and Tuesday, we stay partly sunny, hot, and humid with isolated storms each day and temps near 90 degrees. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sema for 104.5 WOKV.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Jacksonville Home Show on 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk. We'd love to hear from you, so give us a call at 855-765-1045, or you can reach us online at homeshowjax.com. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you, Shafika, and thank you, Jacksonville, for sticking with us here on this beautiful Saturday as you drive around. And, it's, we've been really talking about home maintenance and protecting your house from just general maintenance items that you have to really make sure that you keep up on. I'd say if not every 6 months, you need to walk around the outside of your house if you don't do it every month. Some people I've talked to haven't walked around back in maybe 10 years. So you really need to look around the house and make sure it's not falling apart.
Yeah, well, get it pressure washed annually, kill the algae, take care of the windows,
keep the stuff off the roof. You may not want to
clean those gutters.
Yes, clean your gutters off. Keep things off your chimney. All those things.
I got to bring a picture in next week. My next door neighbor, or not next door neighbor, but down the road neighbor, has not done anything in their gutters for about 5 years. And I'm not exaggerating. It was about a 3-foot tree growing out of a couple of them going out of the gutters. And that is not good because that's going to rack up on the roof. When that water comes in, it's going to slip underneath that lip and it's going to start damaging our roof.
The weight of all that stuff. Here's what's going to happen. The weight of all that stuff is going to pull the nails that are holding that gutter down. Weighing the gutter down. The nail head's going to get water in it. The water's going to run down that thing and rot out the fascia board.
Just one problem after another.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about red, all this red rot and everything. We just got to be careful. Right now the hurricane season is right around the corner. We're 2 weeks actually from hurricane season, June 1st. So start getting your preparation, folks. That's what you need to do.
Absolutely. If you are curious about things, you can come down to the Jacksonville Home Show. We are going to have the Prime Osborne, the Memorial Day weekend, the 28th and the 29th. So come down, Jocko. You guys are going to have a huge booth down there.
Yeah, we always do. We love it down there. Gives the homeowners a chance to come by, see what we do, get on the schedule, just find out how much it's going to cost to take care of their projects. It's a good time. It's really, especially for small businesses, it's the best way to get out there and really tell your story, because you can have $1 million advertising budget on TV, but it can't buy you a good reputation. You know what I mean? Whenever you get out there and shake hands, kiss babies, and you get to actually know some people, that's where they can get a feel for who they're doing
Don't be
business
kissing
with.
any babies. No, lessons wrong. But yes, I know what you mean, and I'm just joking because that is obviously
especially now with COVID. Right?
COVID and things like that. But you definitely it is the perfect way to get out, shake hands, like you said, meet the people that are actually out there working and doing work, because the Jackson Home Show is going to be full of vendors, construction folks, home improvement professionals, everything from your window guys, your roofers, your guys that doing painting, landscaping out there, trucks, a lot of different stuff going on. Water softeners, you name it, the interior designers, you've got a lot of stuff happening. Lawn companies, and really, it's really no better time to get out and start, like you said earlier, Gary. It's time to start the search for what you're doing.
Yeah, it's whatever you're trying to plan. You just got to realize it is going to take you months to get in most cases, it's going to take you months unless there's somebody that's available right now. Something happens, they get a cancellation, but it's going to take months. Even the gentleman I was just getting my pavers, maybe new pavers put in my back, and he was really nice about it. But he says they'd look at 60 days before we even consider him coming out.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with that. Yeah, if we're going to get it done, that's good.
Yeah, and we can always talk about ways to help with that process a little bit, because with the pavers, you want to make sure that they're obviously done the right way with the right thickness, and there's different types of pavers, a lot of stuff. We'll save that for a different show. Right. But the fact is that if you do want to get a project going, come out to the Home and Patio Show, the Jacksonville Home Show, this the 20th to 29th Memorial Day weekend, and get some free estimates. Jocko, you guys have a special coming up for people to come out?
Yeah, well, you have to come out to find out what the special is, but you won't be disappointed.
There you go. No, I love it. When we have opportunity, it's always a good time. I think Gary, I'm going to try to be out there this time as well, wandering around down there.
Well, it's interesting. I can't believe we're even talking this Memorial Day already. Is it really
2022? 2022.
This has been a fast. First 5 months has just flown by.
Well, 2022 is it's going to be a historic year for most people, and I think 2024 is what we're all waiting for.
Yeah.
To hopefully gas prices and things like that will shift, and we'll have a whole other world. But if you are,
if you have anything that you need taken care of, you need to get out there and get it taken care of. Hurricane season is right around the corner. You really need to get prepared. Start getting a bag together. Start making a plan, because they come on us quick. And when
hurricane evacuation,
all that type of stuff. Because they come on us quick. You need your toilet paper, your canned goods, flashlights, all that type of
family Bible, things that matter most to you. You want to make sure that
you guys, we talk a lot, but there's a lot of folks who live in Jacksonville, and personally I know a half dozen or so have just moved here that they've never ever experienced. This is their first summer, so their perception versus reality, what happens in a hurricane. So folks, when they say be prepared, you got to be prepared, because you're going to see, things start picking up. The grocery stores get it. Everybody jumps at the grocery stores. Everybody, if you need a what am I thinking here? It's easy, I can't even think of the name of it.
If you need toilet paper, you need
anything, get things prepared. But we'll be back next week, same time, same station. If you need anything painted, give our guys at the Coating Man a call. You can reach them at 888-COAT-USA. You can also see them on the web at thecoatingman.com. And then if you need any stucco repair, you can call stuccoquote.com, or you can reach them at 855-2-stucco. And we'll see you next week.
Get that generator. That's what I was thinking of. Just had a brain block.
Yes, get your Generac generator. All right, Shafalka, take it away.
Thanks, Bill. You've been listening to the Jacksonville Home Show. We hope you enjoyed today's show. You can reach us online at homeshowjacks.com throughout the week. We'll be back again next Saturday at 3 p.m. on 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's News and Talk.
WOKV-FM Atlantic Beach, broadcasting from the Talon Wealth Management Studio. Listen everywhere in the TuneIn Radio app. 104.5 WOKV, a Cox Media Group station.
70% of the Fortune 100 choose Zoom. With phone, chat, workspaces, apps, events, and video in a single platform, Zoom powers all your communications. Large enterprises, small businesses, and individuals use the secure Zoom platform to enable new ways of working, learning, hosting events, and supporting their customers. And now you can save 15% on meetings, chat, and phone with the Zoom United bundle. Visit zoom.com/bundle. Zoom, how the world connects.
As a parent, you know kids are amazing and expensive. But with Fabric, protecting your family with term life insurance is surprisingly affordable with a personalized policy for your family starting at less than $1 a day. It's quick, easy, all online, and you can be approved instantly. Plus, no risk, cancel anytime. Secure your family's financial future today at meetfabric.com/future. That's MEET fabric.com/future. Fabric Insurance Agency policies issued by Vantis Life. Not available in New York and Montana. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
My body, my choice. I'm Joe G. Fox News. One of the slogans chanted at pro-choice rallies across the nation today over fear the Supreme Court could take away the right to abortion. One of the larger protests in the nation's capital, D.C. Ward 4 Councilmember Janice Lewis George.
I want you to say stand up, fight back. But I want you to say it so that Joe Manchin can hear you in West Virginia. I want you to say it so that every Republican senator that voted against our human rights will hear you.
A leaked Supreme Court opinion indicated the court is considering overturning Roe v. Wade. In New York State, there's word that multiple people have been shot at a Buffalo supermarket. Police say the alleged shooter is in custody. There's no word on the conditions or number of those injured. 20 people were shot in two separate incidents in downtown Milwaukee during the Bucks playoff game last night. Mayor Cavalier Johnson.
To put it simply, if you intend to loiter, if you intend to act out, cut up, if you intend to do anything that is unlawful, then my message is simple. Don't come here. Don't come here. Don't come down here. Don't mess it up for everybody else.
The mayor issuing a limited emergency curfew for that area for those under 21. Pennsylvania Republicans concerned about one candidate in the party's primary Tuesday for U.S. Senate. Fox's Rich Edson is in Pittsburgh.
This race has changed substantially over the past week because of the surge of Kathy Barnett in a Republican Senate race. Donald Trump, the former president, is against her nomination. He's backing Dr. Mehmet Oz. She has some Islamophobic and homophobic tweets and statements in her past. The other Republicans in this race say nominating Barnett will put a swing state like Pennsylvania in what could be a good year for Republicans at risk of Democrats seizing this open seat.
Pennsylvania is among several states holding primaries next week. America is listening to Fox News.
Action News Jax at 5. Action, because it's live with investigators Emily Turner and Ben Becker knocking on doors, holding people accountable. News, because it's happening now. John Bachman and Tanika Hughes breaking the big important stories of the day. Jax, because it's super local. Chief meteorologist Mike Burridge has the most accurate local forecast. Action News Jax at 5 is local coverage you can count on.
You'll never paint your house again. Call the coding man.
Stop being misled by a hokey rhino making ridiculous claims of 97% reflectivity, yet offer no real proof. Call the Coding Man, the only company to offer the cool wall system and a real Department of Energy study showing actual energy cost savings of up to 21.9%. Call today for a free estimate. 888-CODE-USA.
Call the coding man.
Your local radio stations are here for you. No subscriptions or monthly fees necessary. We're here to give you the news, weather, and traffic you need and the music you love. But if the foreign-owned record labels get their way, it could stop the music. They want Congress to force radio stations to pay them more money simply to play their music. Don't let radio go silent. Text LOCAL to 52886 and tell Congress to protect local radio stations. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Now, the WOKV First Alert Forecast.
It's an 8 on the WLKV weather meter for your Saturday. Partly sunny and warm with isolated afternoon storms. High to 85 in Jacksonville. We go partly cloudy tonight, low 65. And then partly sunny on Sunday with a few afternoon storms. Looks a little bit wetter. Highs up near 90 degrees. Stays partly sunny, hot, and humid on Monday with isolated afternoon storms. Highs up to 90 degrees. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sema for 104.5 WOKV.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of 104.5 WOKV or Cox Media Group.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to the Trading Group Show. This show is about how you can make $500 to $5,000 a day. And get this, from the place of your choice. You can do it from your home. Heck, you can do it from the beach, a coffee shop, anywhere you have internet or Wi-Fi. You're going to be in business. Today, we're going to share with you how you can do that. You're in the right place at the right time. I guarantee you that. So write this number down now, 888-646-8787. And we're going to share with you, like I said, an opportunity to make $500 to $5,000 a day. And I'll let Michael share with you, get this, working a couple hours a day. How are you doing, Michael?
Thanks, John. I'm awesome. Folks, it's a fact. You hear a lot of stuff. You hear a lot of baloney. You're probably wondering if it's even possible to make money on the internet. We've all done the same thing. You find yourself on the internet looking for this opportunity, that opportunity. You're looking at ads, and a lot of what you see is not that credible. Fortunately, what we have, this is the real deal. We do it every day. Yes, you can make money on the internet. I don't leave my home to go to work. I haven't for a few years. I work comfortably from home. It's the real deal. So we take a lot of pride in what we do here on the radio show and what we say, what we represent, what we talk about, and these are cold hard facts. And to prove it, what we do is we open up our doors. We invite anybody listening to come and see it, hear it, and witness it for yourself. You don't have to believe what we're saying on the radio. We don't want you to. We want just hear us for now and then take us up on our invitation. It's free. If you have a computer, you can sit in with us. You can sit in on one of our trading sessions and see exactly what we do. The sessions are every day, Monday through Friday, nice and early in the morning, and you can see it and hear it and witness it for yourself and watch real people trading real money. And like John said, if you want to make some serious money or just make some money from home, you want to trade in your JOB to work from home, if you want to make anywhere from $500 to $5,000 a day, if maybe you're someone right now that's looking to buy or start a business, hang it up. There isn't a business out there that you can turn around this quickly and start making money within 2 weeks and be in the profit zone within 2 weeks and start earning. Usually, let's say you buy a brick and mortar business, and with a brick and mortar business, it can take a year or sometimes 2 or 3 years just to get your initial investment back. This is not that program. This is actually the complete opposite. If you're looking for a job or something productive to do from home, we've got a lot of seniors, we've got housewives, and people of all backgrounds. There is no experience needed. This is simple. It's a follow-along simple 1, 2, 3. Anybody can do it. It's really written on about a 4th or 5th grade level, and we're going to talk more about that a little later in the show. If you're a business owner and you're not making the money you need to, maybe you want to supplement your income or replace it altogether. I traded in my business for this a few years back. You might want to check this out. If you're a day trader and you already understand the day trading business, maybe you're not realizing the profits that you want to. What we have here is simple and it works. There's no research needed on a daily basis. There's a lot of guys that trade and they got to put a lot of time into doing research. Here, there is no research. We literally just show up. Probably, John, the hardest part for people to believe, other than the money that we make, is we actually only work 2 hours a day. It's a fact. So, folks, if this sounds interesting to you, write down this phone number. Give us a call. We're inviting you in
to one of our free trading sessions. You can sit in live and you can see exactly what we do. The number to call is 888-646-8787. That's 888-646-8787. See it for yourself. Hear it for yourself. See if this is something you are interested in. We are the largest private trading group of our kind in the country. We have active members in almost every major U.S. city, from Miami to Salt Lake City. So basically what we do every day is we log onto our computers from wherever we are, and we trade as a group with our professional mentor leading the session. So we invite you to sit in for free and see it and hear it and witness it. You can even sit in a couple of times. You can participate. You get to participate as a guest and ask questions if you like. The developers of this program are our mentors. They have decades of experience in day trading. Let's be honest, everybody knows day trading can be lucrative, but while day trading has made a lot of people into millionaires, there's also a lot of people that have failed because it takes years of practice to even learn and understand what you're doing. So this program uses our mentors' experience. This program makes it simple. We call it thinking in cran. It's taking something complex and making it simple for the average person. And that's what we've done with this program. Our developers took a software program that we follow and they color-coded it. It's only 2 colors, so you really can't get confused. I guess more than 2 colors, possibly some people might get confused, but our program is just blue and green. So if you can tell the difference between blue and green, and if you can count to 3, you can do this. I know I'm making this sound ridiculously simple, but folks, it actually is. This actually is this simple and this easy. There's no experience needed. You can be productive from home and make money. And John, you're in the group yourself. That's true, and one of the things I really appreciate about our mentor in this program is not only, like you just said, that he's going to help us with making money, but he's also going to change the way we think. What's great about this is I always say it's like taking Warren Buffett and Tony Robbins and combining them and then put them together and you've got our mentor. How would you like to have someone like that guiding you every morning, motivating you to make more money and keep it? That's what he teaches us. This isn't just making money. This is also about money management and changing the way you think. Well, that's right, John. And, what we really specialize in, is setting people up for business for themselves from home or from the comfort of wherever they want to be. Again, as long as you have the internet, you're in business. All you need is something you already have, which is a computer and internet access. So it sounds pretty amazing, right? And again, we don't like to talk about the fact that we only work 2 hours a day, because that's one of the biggest things that people don't believe. But when you show up for your free trial session, trust me, this is actually what you're going to see. You're going to see that everything we say in this show is actual and factual, and it's not exaggerated or overstated. It is the real deal, and anybody can do this. We've got a lot of seniors in the group. We've got investors in the group. We've got housewives, engineers. It's really for everyone of all levels. I'm telling you, I've got 2 kids. I have a 12-year-old and a 16-year-old, and they can do this. That's how easy it is. So don't hesitate to give us a call if you want to check out and see what we're all about. This is the real deal, and we've got people answering the phone right now. You can sit in on one of our live trading sessions, whatever day is convenient for you, as soon as Monday. Our number again is 888-646-8787. That's 888-646-8787. We'll get you into our next session. You can sit in, watch real people trading real money, and actually see for yourself what we do. See if it's something that you would like to do. See if you're comfortable with it. What we do is we log in every day. It's 7 o'clock Pacific time or 10 o'clock Eastern time, just depending on what time zone you're in. The genius of this program actually hosts the trading session as our mentor. He put this whole program together, so he moderates the 2-hour trading session. And all we do is we follow his program, his software program, that tells us exactly what to do and when. It's really that easy. And while the software is telling us exactly what to do, and by the way, it lights up. It's like a Christmas tree. Our mentor is verbally describing what's appearing on the screen. Yeah, how easy is that to follow along? I mean, it's kind of like the game of follow the leader. So everyone is in the group, and the group is quite large. We have people from all across the country. Yeah, and by the way, on this show, we always like to welcome our new members. We don't do it by name anymore. We're a little too big for that. We have about 50 new members just in the past month. So our group is growing exponentially. This is becoming very popular. We refer to this as the new age of earning. We can't call this a job. I don't even like saying that word. But the thing is, our mentor verbally describes what's going on. Now, even though what's appearing on the screen is what you can follow, just like paint by numbers, and then, again, there's only 2 colors, so it's very simple. Anyone can do it. If you can send an email, this is easier than that, actually. Now, I know by this time, there's a lot of people that are thinking this sounds entirely too good to be true, and we actually hear that every day. What you're going to find out is that this doesn't fit under that phrase, too good to be true. When you show up and you sit in on one of our sessions, you're going to see what we do. And you're going to say, wow, you know, what Michael and John said on the radio is 100% accurate. And we want you to see that for yourself. Don't take our word for it. Come see it for yourself. And we take a lot of pride in what we say. Yeah, and there's that old saying that knowledge is power. And I believe knowledge is power. But real power is taking action. You have that opportunity to do so. You know, they say that you're the 5 people that you associate with. Well, associate yourself with winners. You can. What do you have to do? You call the number. You call the toll-free number, 888-646-8787. And you can talk to someone right now, and you can get, I think they're allowing 2 free sessions. It's like taking a Ferrari for a test drive for free. This to me is the Ferrari of making money. And you get to test it before you buy it. And it's absolutely phenomenal. You don't have to put stuff in your garage, gather your friends, or beg your friends to join something or buy something. You don't have to go out and buy a bunch of products and go to the swap meet in 100-degree weather and sell it. This is an absolutely phenomenal opportunity to be in complete control of your own destiny, to make your own, to set your own wage of what you would like to make. Again, that number is 888-646-8787. Call that number. We'll get you in a couple free sessions, and we'll be right back.
This is 104.5 WLKV, Jacksonville's news and talk.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Trading Group Show. This show is about an extraordinary opportunity. It's an opportunity to not only make more money, increase what you make, but I believe this is an opportunity to change your life. It's an opportunity that you have at your fingertips, and I can say that because all you got to do is call the toll-free number, 888-646-8787, and you'll have a chance to participate in what I believe to be the best opportunity I've seen. I'm 49 years old, and I've seen everything from network marketing on down the line. But this is the opportunity, and anybody can get involved. I've got Michael with me here, and he's going to share with you in detail what it is we do. Hey, Michael.
Hey, John, thanks. First of all, I don't want anybody to get scared off or intimidated when I talk about what we do. If you've never experienced trading, don't be scared off. This is as easy as a 1, 2, 3 process. What we do is we trade one product on the market. And again, it's an easy 1, 2, 3 process that our mentor instructs and the software instructs. We trade one product. It's called the E-mini future. It's on the S&P 500. What's nice about the E-mini future is it's traded in both directions. So when the market is moving up, we're making trades when the software tells us to. And when it's going down, we make money and trade. So we actually don't care like what the actual result of the day is. Whether the market is up or down, we make money either way. We get to capitalize on all types of markets and all types of market conditions. You know, this week for us was just another typical week. All weeks are good for us, but in particular, yesterday was very, very good. And all we do is follow the instructions that the software gives us. And like I said before, the software is presented on a very basic level. It's color-coded, and it's only 2 colors. So it's easier than looking at a street light. A street light is 3 colors, right? Yes, that's right. That's right. This is only 2 colors. It's blue and it's green. The green light is going up, and the blue light is going down. So it tells us exactly when to get into a trade and when to exit a trade. There is no thinking, and that's what I love about this. There's no thinking about the trade itself. The software tells you when to get in and when to get out, and it's phenomenally accurate. It's for all types of people, experienced and non-experienced. We've got people in the group that just heard the radio show several months ago. They called us. They had never even heard of day trading or the fact that they could make money doing it from home. And now they're in the group, and they're making more money than they ever thought they would ever make. It's truly a phenomenal thing in what we do. You know, it's kind of amazing in the fact, and even to this day, I sometimes sit here and I chuckle to myself, and I realize that all I'm doing is listening to my mentor tell me when to get into a trade, and the software tells me when to get in as well. And I click on the mouse on my computer and I make money. The other day I had a really big day, and I only clicked on my mouse 3 times. You know, I always joke it's so easy. I'm not at risk of pulling a muscle in my finger. And I know, we laugh about that, how easy it is, but this is a fact, folks. We're trying to appeal to the average person. You know, there's a lot of people out there listening that like their JOB, and then there's a lot of people out there listening that frankly hate their JOB, and maybe some people in the middle. My point of view is this: if you could make the money you're making now at your JOB, and instead work 2 hours a day from home, would you make that change? I think you probably would. You know, I used to work for a large corporation, and my normal day was 12 hours. And maybe that's a little bit more than what the average person works, but, let's say you're working 8 or 9 hours. If you could trade in 8 hours for 2 hours and just make the same amount of money you're making today, would you make that trade? And I think for most people, the answer is yes. And the second question to follow that up is then, what are you going to do with all that extra time that you just gained? Well, the fact is, it's a life-changing thing. You would be able to do something else productive, spend more time with your family, or utilize that time any way you want to. So this opportunity is potentially life-changing to anybody that is working. Now, I realize that there are some people that are already in control of their schedule or their hours, but I'm telling you, this is an easy way to just put in a couple of hours a day and make a full-time or more than a full-time income. The great thing, John, too, is there's no limit. There is no end cap here on how much you can make. You can keep going and going, and progressively as you get better, you can make more and more money. But, the main message we want to get across is this is for that average person that's putting in that long day. And I used to be that guy. I used to work 6 days a week, and when I was off on Sunday, I was so tired. My kids were like, "Oh, better not bother Dad. It's his only day off." And now it's like I've been in heaven for a few years. years, and I actually get to raise my son and my daughter. I get to spend all the time in the world with them. You know, we just got back from California, and I got to spend good quality time with them, and this is my life-changing story. And this could be for anyone that wants to make that kind of change. Now, we've got people that are retired, so maybe for them, they're not checking into that job, but maybe you need something productive to do. And, you know, a lot of seniors are usually on a fixed income, and they might not have an easy way of making more money. So this is a great way to not commit to a full-time job. It's just a couple of hours, nice and early in the morning, and then you're done. So, folks, hear what we're saying. And you don't have to believe us right now until you show up for your free session and see it for yourself. We want you to see what we do. So that phone number again to call is 888-646-8787. Reserve your spot for free. No obligation on your part. You're simply going to sit in with us from your own computer. We're going to send you a live link for a couple of days to sit in. And all you got to do is click on it. If you're Pacific time, it'll be 7 o'clock in the morning. And if you're Eastern time, it's 10 a.m., so it just depends what time zone you're in. We're all on together, all across the country. And that link that we're going to email you, it's going to take you right into our live trading session. You're going to witness real people in our group trading real money. And sit back, listen, and witness exactly how easy it is. And you're going to find out that you can click a mouse on your computer a couple of times in the morning and make all the money that you want, and probably more than you're even thinking.
Yeah, we're basically riding on coattails. You're getting on the coattails of an experienced trader, your mentor. He's got, I like to say, a PhD in making money, and he just makes money. He's basically been doing this for over 20 years, and he practices what he preaches. He's doing it and trading while showing you what he's doing. And that's why I say coattails, because we're literally riding on the coattails of somebody who's been doing this for over 20 years. And if you were to start today, you'd be 20 years behind. So he's already made the mistakes. He's already done all the things that you would have to do to be successful. When I found out about this program and I got involved, it basically changed my life.
You know what, John? That's actually really important what you brought up. When you conduct trades, we actually use something called a trade ladder. The mentor leading the trading session actually puts it on the screen. It's not up all the time, but he puts it up there for training purposes, and it's live. And he's making the same trades like everybody else that he's instructing. So you see it, you hear it, and you witness it for yourself being done right there in front of you. And the mentor, he's very open about the trades. This is a really elementary kid level where anyone can participate. And, the other part of it is, let's be honest, this is day trading. So it does take a little bit of money to participate. You're actually going to open up a brokerage account. Though it doesn't take as much money as you would think. Most people are thinking, I'm going to need, $30,000 to get started. It's nowhere near that. The minimum brokerage account is $3,000, sometimes even less. If you're looking at investing a small amount of money and making it grow, this is a great avenue to do that. And what's really nice about our program too, you actually receive the software. Now, with other groups, you don't receive anything. You get to view things, and usually that software is way more complicated, and you've got to go to technical school just to swallow what we're looking at, let alone all the multiple different types of trades that they have. We've got one trade. We've got one trade you're going to learn in about an hour, and it's based on what the market does every single day of the year that it's open, and it's called a 1-2-3 turnaround, and it's really simple. Anybody can do this. So if you're looking to be productive from home, if you're looking to start a business or buy a business, forget that. You're going to want to check this out. We have a young lady in our group. This is a great example. She's from Seattle, and she was looking to start her own business. She was actually going to buy a dry cleaning business, and she had never been in the dry cleaning business, but somebody told her it was a great price, and I think it was about $80,000 to get started. And she considered doing that, but she instead went into business for herself with our group. And for a fraction of the price, for well under $10,000, she was able to get started with us, total out of pocket. And she's now in the group and productive, making money after her training period. And the training period is short. It's about 2 weeks. You don't need to go to technical school. You don't need to get a certificate. It's an easy follow-along program where you can learn everything we do in a short period of time and be able to go live comfortably. And that's the great thing. You know, we prepare you so before you go live with your first trade, you've gone through that training period.
Yeah, and like you said, we both do this. And last week, I did better last week in one day than I did in my previous business in an entire week. I used to work 40 to 50 hours a week running my business, and now I can do better in one good day than I did in an entire week. And I don't have to work 40 to 50 hours anymore. It's absolutely amazing opportunity. You need to check this out. If you're looking for a plan B, if you're looking to make $500 to $5,000 a day, this is the opportunity. You call 888-646-8787. And like I said, you get to test drive the Ferrari for free. You get to get behind the wheel. And again, that number is 888-646-8787. We're the Trading Group Show. We'll be right back.
Sound off on the news, traffic, or weather with Open Mic in the News 104.5 WOKV app. Sponsored by Madden Advisory Services, saluting all military and first responders. This is 104.5 WOKV, Jacksonville's news and talk.
More key American leaders visit Kyiv as Ukraine beats back Russian forces. Fox's Greg Palkot.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, along with Republican Senators Barroso, Cornyn, and Collins, meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky in an unannounced stop here in Kyiv. Multiple sources now say Ukraine has essentially pushed back Russian forces for the country's second biggest city of Kharkiv. That is considered a major military victory.
The first war crime trial is underway. A Russian soldier is accused of killing several Ukrainian civilians. The government claims to have more than 20 similar cases lined up. Concerns about abortions becoming illegal being expressed at rallies across the country today.
Abortion costs money, and it's unaffordable for so many who cannot travel hundreds or thousands of miles away for abortion care.
D.C. Ward 4 Council member Janice Lewis George. America's listening to Fox News.
Water treatment systems are being advertised, sold, and installed, claiming to produce soft water. Some companies just filter out chemicals, taste, and odor, claiming to provide soft water. The true soft water is produced through a process called ion exchange, which uses low levels of salt during regeneration. Affordable water is licensed to provide the highest quality water. Affordable Water will test your water at no charge and provide a quote at no obligation. Call Affordable Water at 904-262-0197. License number W32.
You tune up your car to protect it from routine wear. A Fenwick full system tune-up can protect your home's HVAC system. Book a full system tune-up for just $79 and refill up to 1 pound of needed refrigerant free. A $160 value. A tune-up will prevent costly repairs, saving you thousands over time. Plus, it's backed by the Fenwick no breakdown guarantee. Book fast at FenwickHomeServices.com/easybook.
Was your business hurt in the years of the pandemic? Have you had a decline in revenue since 2019? Was your business partly or fully shut down by the government? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you may be eligible to receive up to $26,000 per employee. How? By taking advantage of the Employee Retention Tax Credit, a fully funded tax credit created to help businesses during these difficult times. The experts at Benchmark Human Capital are ready to help you get the money you are owed. The pre-qualification is absolutely free. Even if you got PPP money, this is more money that may be owed to you. Repayment is not necessary. The money is all yours. The IRS writes you a check. That's right, a check. Get your pre-qualification now. Call 800-521-1887. That's 800-521-1887. Take advantage of this tax credit while funds remain available. Call Benchmark Human Capital today at 800-521-1887 and claim what is rightfully yours. That's 800-521-1887. 1-800-521-1887.
Now, WOKV First Alert Forecast.
Partly sunny and warm on this Saturday with isolated afternoon storms. Temperatures make it into the middle 80s, and that is an 8 on the WLKV weather meter. We stay partly cloudy tonight, low 65, and then partly sunny with a few afternoon storms Sunday, high 89. Sunday looks a little wetter than Saturday. But Monday and Tuesday, we stay partly sunny, hot, and humid with isolated storms each day and temps near 90 degrees. From the Action News Jax First Alert Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Corey Sema for 104.5 WOKV.
The following hour was paid for by the host and does not reflect the opinion of 104.5 WOKV or Cox Media Group.
I'd like to welcome you back to the Trading Group Show. This show is about an amazing opportunity. We say make $500 to $5,000 a day. Like Michael said, you can make more than that. But this is what I love about this opportunity, and I want you to hear this. Anybody can do it. Anybody. What makes it phenomenal and makes people laugh is my wife has even said that when she sat in on a session, she said, "John, this is so easy. I think even you could do it." and that is so true. I'm not tech savvy. I'm not internet savvy. I'm one of those guys who needs a dumb phone. I struggle with my smartphone every day, and even I got this. It was absolutely, like Michael says, really easy. And our mentor, he monitors you and the session, and that helps out a lot too, because it's nice to have the software, and it's nice to have the expertise, but to have him there motivating you and telling you stuff, and his analogies are spot on. They make everything so easy to understand. So that knowledge that you get, in my opinion, is second to none. You will walk away with a Harvard degree in making money. How do you get involved? You call 888-646-8787. And someone will answer the phone and get you in the session. And Michael and I will go over that now. Michael, how can you get involved?
Thanks, John. First of all, just to make sure we're clear, you're not technically going to get a Harvard degree. Just an analogy there, folks. But you are going to get an education, and that's what makes us different from other trading groups, is that our mentor is providing an education. Most groups, you show up, and if it's live, you're usually just reading the software. If it's a live group, you're sitting in session, and I've been part of this. If there's nothing going on, if there's not an active trade developing, there's just nothing. There's just silence, no talking. And you can attest this. You're in the group, and our mentor is never quiet. So between what we would call action, he's providing an education to everyone in the group. And like you said, John, you're going to receive the utmost level of education from one of the foremost people in the industry. He wrote this program. He developed this program, researched this program for over 26 years, and he put it all together, and then he put it into a format. He coined the phrase "think in crayon," so that he simplified it into a process that anybody can do it. It's a simple follow-along, color-coded system that he verbally describes as well as it's happening. There's no panicking needed when you're involved, and our mentor actually verbally talks you through it. There's a precise entry point, and it's clear as day right on the screen. So when we say the system is very simple and it's written on an elementary level, it's color-coded. And then on top of that, you're being verbally instructed. So it provides a level of mental comfort that you're doing the right thing at the right times. It's just reinforcement. And on top of that, the accuracy of the software and its signals is unprecedented compared to anything else I've ever seen. And I've shopped more than 20 different programs. If you want to see it, hear it, and witness this for yourself, we don't want you to believe what we're saying here on the show. We want you to see it. Then you can believe us after you see it. You can call us at our 800 number after you've come in and sat in on a session, and let's talk about any differences you might have seen between what you saw in the real session and what we talked about on the radio. I'd love to hear if there was anything that you thought was different, because if anything, I feel like on this show we understate things. We like to be very conservative with our expectations. I'm not going to sit here and talk about, hey, we had someone in the group that made $20,000 in a day, or this guy over here routinely makes $10,000 in a day. I don't like to emphasize those types of stories. What I'd rather say is that an average person is going to make $500 a day, maybe $1,000 a day, and maybe more than that. So if this is something that you might want to take advantage of, give us a call. 888-646-8787. That's 888-646-8787. Reserve your spot in a couple of our sessions. There's no cost to you. All you have to do is make that reservation. We have people right now answering the phones live. So give us a call, check us out, and see this for yourself. See if it's right for you. You can witness real people trading real money. Our phone lines do get busy during the show. This is hugely popular. Like I said, we've welcomed a lot of members just within the last month, and this really is the new age of income. If people can trade in their current job and get out of their traditional habits, it's interesting when you think about traditional habits. It's like, my dad had a JOB or my mom had a JOB, and, they're just used to that. And, back in the day, hey, if you want to make more money, well, go out and get another job that pays more. And with this is completely different. You don't even have to leave your house. All you need is a computer and internet service. So check us out for yourself. At the very least, you could probably replace your current income. But more likely, you can far surpass that.
And, I want to comment on what I said at the beginning. You're right. They won't get a Harvard degree because that costs about $300,000. And now you come out with a degree, and then you have to pay that back. Now you have to get a job and pay it back. So there are other trading schools, but there are two things they don't have. Our software and the leadership of our mentors. We have the software and the leadership of our mentor every morning. He gets us motivated. His leadership and personality is infectious. It's like a classroom, and it'll change the way you think. I don't think the way I used to anymore at all. He reduces the variables in this thing to make it where you can make more money. But what's more important is his passion isn't just getting people to make more money. His passion is also in people keeping it, which is so important. When I got involved in this, I was building my nest. And now what I'm doing is building my nest egg. And I want a big ol' ostrich egg. Like you said, I don't want to say how much I made last week. But let's just say I did better last week than in any job I've ever had. And that's working just 2 hours a day. And I did, I think, 11 trades. 9 were winners, and the other 2 I did wrong. I didn't exactly stick to the plan. I didn't follow our mentor. And the 2 I did wrong, I did on my own. So that was my fault. You start to think you know what you're doing, and that's kind of when you get into trouble. So where else are you going to find a group like this where you have a mentor like we have to guide you? Only our trading group has mentors like we have to guide you. And only our group has the software program we have to guide you and make this easy. Like Michael says, this is the new age of earning. Like you said, I was raised to think you get a job and you go to work at 7 in the morning and you work there for 30 plus years. And with this, it was hard to grasp since it's 2 hours a day that you can work. Literally a couple hours, just flick a mouse.
Well, I like that you talked about the number of trades that you attempted yourself personally. If we attest to the accuracy of the software, a couple of weeks ago our mentor was in session and he was narrating and describing 15 trades that he made that week from Monday to Friday. And 14 of those 15 trades were good. This is not an exact science. No one will ever win 100%, but 14 of 15 that week were good. We don't want to sound like we're selling this. We want to show it to you. If you see it and you think this opportunity is phenomenal, and that's what you're going to see, a great way to make money from home or any location, location. I was just in California last week, and I'm in my hotel room on my computer, and you can trade anywhere the internet is. So if you're looking for a very intriguing and easy way to generate income or invest, this is a nice way to do it. You get to hold on to your own funds. You actually open up your own account. It's in your name. Nobody sees it. Nobody has access to it but you. All we do is guide you. In this group, your mentor will guide you. Your mentor will provide an education that no other group provides. These other groups that are out there, you follow their process, and they don't actually trade anything. They just show people how to observe different markets. Like if you're interested in a certain market, you pick out that market. They show you how to live the day trader's lifestyle, but they actually don't trade anything. They don't have any software that gives you trade signals or anything like that. And they charge an exorbitant amount of money. They come into town all the time in seminars, and they mesmerize people. They have a great marketing program, but it takes you nowhere. And if you add up all of their fees, it's over $30,000. I'm serious. I went through and added up all of their classes. It's over $30,000. It's crazy. There's another group that comes into town with a 3-day seminar. It's $3,000 to sign up. We don't sell this opportunity like those other guys do. If you like what you see with our group and you think you can operate within our simple guidelines, and trust me, they're fourth grade simple, and you're interested in making a healthy income from home, then this is it. I mean, this is really a life-changing opportunity. If you want to keep getting what you're getting, then keep doing what you're doing, as the old saying goes. What we're giving you, like Michael says, is an opportunity. We want you to take a look at this and see what we saw. When I first saw this, I couldn't believe it. I bumped into Michael, and he told me what he's doing, and I went into the session just like you'll do, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I went to my wife and said, this is incredible, and she said, we've got to get involved. So it's something we do together now every morning. It's absolutely changed our lives. Now, how can you do it? Call 888-646-8787, and we'll get you into your free session. Trust me, you're going to be amazed at what you see, hear, and witness. It's the Trading Group Show. We'll be right back.
Attorney Christopher Brochu of Brochu Law answers military insurance claim questions Sunday mornings at 6:30 on Wlkv FM. Visit brochulaw.com for more information. No charge for consultations. Brochu Law, Office, Jacksonville.
Hi, Darcy the cow here for Black Cow, the mature manure. Vegetable gardens grow best with Black Cow. Pick up the natural fertilizer in the bright yellow bag.
Black Cow, the mature manure. Black Cow.
Are you 65 or older, diagnosed with heart failure, and still experiencing unresolved symptoms? Then this message may be for you. Other symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome or gastrointestinal problems could be a sign of something more serious, like transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM for short. ATTR-CM is a rare and life-threatening disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs and talk to your doctor. For more information, visit attrcmfacts.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
I don't know about you, but I'm ready for good vibes and summertime fun. I've got great news to add to it. Rich Jones. Summer starts here at the Summer Starts Here event happening now at Arlington Toyota. What you can expect is hot savings on all new Toyotas. That includes financing as low as 1.9% on 10 new Toyota models. Plus, Arlington's got 500 new Toyotas available. So start your summer fun with hot savings today. Shop now in person at 10939 Atlantic Boulevard and arlingtontoyota.com/summer starts here.
It's time to take care of all those plumbing problems you've been putting off all winter. Wlkv's Air Conditioning can help you fix those dripping faucets, leaky pipes, clogged drains. Wlkv's will have all your plumbing needs fixed or installed the same day, or it's free. Plus, call now to get up to $100 off select plumbing repairs. Call 904-204-3214 or visit wlkvsac.com.
Welcome back to the Trading Group Show. This show is about a phenomenal opportunity to make $500 to $5,000 a day working from your own home or wherever you choose. like Michael says, wherever you have internet, you're in. Yeah, you're at the right place at the right time right now. They say you can't hit a home run sitting in the dugout. Well, now you've got an opportunity to hit singles, doubles, triples, and home runs. Again, our toll-free number is 888-646-8787. Michael, share with them what you do.
Yeah, thanks, John. Just want to give an overview again of what we do. As always, we've got an open invitation to anyone listening to the show to sit in and see, hear, and witness what and how we do this. We simply follow a proprietary software program, and it tells us exactly what to do and when. And the whole thing is presented on about a 4th grade level. It's very simple, very easy, and it's color-coded. We are the largest private trading group of our kind. We have members in almost every major city, from Jacksonville to Phoenix, Atlanta to Denver, and everywhere in between. So, folks, you can reach us. Our number is 888-646-8787.